Am I live now? I I should be. I should be live. And and we're live. Okay. It took a sec. It took me a sec to realize I was live, but cool. My sound sounds good. Everything's good. Yeah, hello everybody. I hope you guys are having a good morning. I know it's like actually like the afternoon and I don't stream in the morning, but I hope you're having a good morning anyway, or had a good morning, I guess. Yeah, so today we're going to be playing Octopath Traveler 2. I'm pretty sure you guys are well aware of that. It's in the title. Um, I'm really excited for this game because I played this game a lot when I was I played it back in like the original. Like I played Octopath 1 and I'm really excited for Octopath 2 because more of the same is always fun, and even if I'm pretty sure they've changed a couple features for the better to my for my if my memory serves correctly, they've changed a lot for the better, and I'm hoping it's just all around a good experience, and we'll find that out. But yeah, no, it's been a while since the last time I've uploaded or even streamed for that matter, so my audio's a bit different now. I couldn't exactly tell if everything was sounding good, so I had to double check. So if you heard my stream in the background, that's why. But yeah, it's pretty cool because Octopath 2, I've been really excited to play this game. The biggest thing about it, however, like I want to play it, it is a very, very, very long game. So I'm like, might as well stream it, because streaming is a lot easier and you guys can, take it at your own leisure, and, maybe later on I might actually make a video version of this series when I'm done. Who knows? But I hope you guys are having a good day. I'm just giving it a sec, waiting to see if anyone wants to show up, Okay. But Octopath Traveler 2, very fun game. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna start as the thief this time around. Originally in my, in Octopath 1, I started as the merchant. She was pretty fun. She had a unique story. Her story was a lot more basic than I wanted it to be. It was very, I just want to be the best merchant there ever was. So maybe the thief has a cool, unique story in this. Who knows? But yeah, no. I'm really excited to get into it, so why not just, let's transition over. Let's get into it, Hopefully it's a very fun game. I don't know how this game is stream wise. I've never streamed it before, but yeah. Okay, gotta change my screen over. Cool. How does it sound? Let's see. Sounds pretty alright. Maybe a bit quiet, but I'll wait for anyone else to tell me if that's the case. If they, show up and don't like the sound. So, definitely want to keep the voices high. Up that. Music a bit down, sound effects a bit down, ambient sounds even lower. Yeah. Let's go with that. Okay. For what I know, the thief in this game seems a bit different than the thief in the first game. The thief in the first game seemed a lot more, fighting for stealing things for the sake of stealing things until he found a purpose in life. Meanwhile, the thief in this seems a lot more a part of a guild, and so she has a lot more responsibilities, and stealing is sort of a a trade among people in her city, and she's trying to help her guild out. So it's a bit more understandable, her causes and motives. But, let's find out.
I take what I want.
She takes what she wants.
Not again. Not this stench. Every time I breathe it in, it feels as though my very lungs are rotting.
Okay.
The stench of blood.
The stench of blood. Oh, is she in the sewers? I know that there's like an underground part of this city that she's in, but I guess that's where the Thieves Guild would be. Oh, her teammate's the one dying.
Damn it. The bleeding won't stop.
Don't waste your breath. Keep running.
I'm pretty sure I know that voice actor. I've heard her before.
We made it.
Ooh, ooh. I dropped my controller.
Get up top through here.
Oh.
It won't open.
It won't
Damn
open.
thing won't open.
The rats finally caught up to us.
Damn it all.
You catch your breath, Tony.
Sorry, Tony.
Throny. That's her name. I was wondering how it was pronounced.
Now then, it's time we welcomed our guests.
Is Thief gonna have the same weapons like they did in the first game? Knife and sword? Or is it a different thing? By the way, this is the entire basic concept of the fighting system. You have weapons that enemies are vulnerable to, and upon, hitting them, they break. If you break enough of their shields. Their shields are very based on just how much HP they have typically. Yeah.
Ready?
And then you can use the boost up in the top right to change how much energy or how many hits you do or how much damage your abilities do. It's a pretty intuitive system. It's pretty fun too. Okay, they're weak to swords. That's good to know.
Be calm.
And I assume knives as well.
Come on, let's go.
Pretty good. And axes. We just happen to have all of the weapons that they're weak to. I know it's because it's the game.
Afraid of the dark.
I like trying to figure out all the enemies' weaknesses ahead of time because it makes it very easy for when you're doing, it makes it very easy and very cool for later encounters if you ever experience those enemies, because it tells you whenever you encounter that enemy what they're weak to. It's somewhat like Pokemon, the newer Pokemon games. When you hit them with a super effective move, it tells you that they're a super effective move every subsequent time you run across them. So it's pretty handy to try to figure out all the weaknesses of an enemy ahead of time.
I just don't get it.
What don't you get?
Why is this door locked?
Get up, Donnie. It's time for you to work your magic on that lock.
Is Donnie dead?
No. Don't tell me he's dead.
This job is a nightmare.
Damn it! What the hell is going on?
Someone set us up.
A plan was perfect.
I knew that they had a traitor in their midst,
We
because
slipped
that's
into
just one of those
Vigilantes
things
and
that's
caught
kind of
the blame for it.
stereotypical.
There was no way they could have known to have all those guards waiting outside. Unless someone squealed.
And only a few of us knew the plan. Which means there's likely a traitor among us.
Hmm.
You can't be serious. Who'd sell us out like that?
Good question.
We
It
can figure
obviously
that out
probably wasn't Donnie.
She's right. We have to get out of here first.
He's kind of dead now, so.
Come on. There are other ways out of this place.
Let's go.
The animations in this game are a lot more fluid and a lot better than in the first game. I'm a big fan of it. Oh, now I get free movement. The door is locked, of course. And here's the random encounter system. Luckily, I already know everything that the enemies are weak to. Okay, steel and dark attacks. That's very handy to have. Dark is one of those things that's kind of rare to come by. It's not necessarily the easiest thing to have. Cover me and heckle. These abilities that they have isn't gonna be necessarily as useful later on because they're gonna kind of disappear for later. I wonder. I'm gonna try moving my camera down a bit. That way the HP of all my teammates are a little bit more visible.
Cleaning time.
Is the background music off or something?
Who's next?
Oh no, it just started. It's kind of quiet. I'm gonna try
There's no time to
raising
lose.
it a bit, maybe. Maybe it's supposed to be a nice somber piece. Give me a sec. I'm gonna quickly check the sound more thoroughly because I don't want it to sound bad for people who are, you know, watching this back later. The lovely atmosphere of a stream. I love to see it. Huh. The sound just cut out. Okay. Yeah, that's probably on me. Okay, I fixed it. It's kind of quiet. Okay, cool. I know now. So I'll increase the sound a bit. It was a tiny bit quiet. I thought so, but, you know, have to check these things and it's live, so. Oh. Apply changes. There we go.
Octopath Traveler.
Octopath Traveler.
Alright. Maybe not that loud. Just a notch lower. Cool. Sounds good now. Okay. Continuing on. I'm one of those people who has to loot every item in an area for some reason. I have the visceral need to just try to hunt down every little chest, even if I don't end up using most of the items in combat.
What the hell? What's another one of those rats doing here?
They must have known we.
They call the knights rats.
What do we
Interesting.
do now?
Wait here.
Oh.
I'll handle this. I'm going to give our friend a little surprise.
Oh. I'm concerned at what she means by a little surprise. Okay, you can ambush people. Yeah. So she's the attack alternative in this. She has the option to attack people. Similar to the warrior in the first game. We love to see it. Okay. And I just slip up and ambush.
Good night.
Oh, the caveat is I don't even attack them. They just get knocked out instantly.
No wonder you're the best in the nest.
That's great to see.
He's fast asleep. Didn't even see it coming. Finish him, Throne.
No. I'm in no mood for meaningless bloodshed.
What's your backup plan then? Cheese? Because you're gonna need something to keep him busy when he comes chasing us down this tunnel.
That's enough, Scarachi. We have to go.
He is being pretty brutal on her.
Fine.
Gonna change the sound again.
Octopath Traveler.
Music can be a tiny bit louder.
Octopath Traveler.
How does it sound? Sounds okay. Cool.
Octopath
Traveler.
Oh, I didn't do anything.
Octopath Traveler.
I'm just gonna make the voices pretty loud so you guys can actually hear them. Cause they kind of speak quiet at times. At other times they speak perfectly loud enough, but
Time to say goodbye to these rat-infested sewers.
Hold on. We aren't in the clear yet.
more guards.
Yeah, we've got company.
Of course. Is this the boss fight of the first act?
If you got that cheese, now's the time.
You idiot. Enough about the cheese.
If we don't focus, we'll be as holy as cheese ourselves when they're through.
Right.
Pretty
Let's
good
go.
dialogue. I like the somewhat cheesy dialogue.
These rats just don't give up. And it's up to us to exterminate them.
My turn.
Okay. Start with the break.
Be calm.
Okay, we don't know the weakness of him, so we're gonna probably want to focus him down a bit.
Come on, let's go.
Okay. I say we want to focus him down and then I don't attack him at all, of course. He also has 3 shields, so it's probably better to try to wipe out some of his underlings first, like this guy.
Afraid of the dark. Too easy.
It also, typically, most of the time, spells deal a lot more damage than physical hits. So it's typically a good idea to save any spells you have. I'm pretty sure it's not knives, because knives always... Spells typically do more damage, first of all. Second of all of the attacks are ordered. So you see how the knife's before the axe? It's always going to be before the axe. So it's pretty clear every time you attack someone. You can just sort of suss out what each of their weaknesses are. He's probably weak to dark, if I had to guess.
Afraid of the dark.
Yeah, makes sense. Pretty simple. He's got quite a bit of health.
Afraid of the dark. Who's next? All tidied up.
Okay, we beat him pretty well. And now we're all level 3. This is like a classic JRPG. When you beat enemies, it restores all of your health to full, which is nice.
Take that, you lousy vermin.
Good riddance.
What's that look about? You think I'm just fooling around instead of pulling my weight? That it?
I don't think
Say
that's
that.
it. I don't think that's it at all.
To fool around on my own if someone would give me a hand. If you know what I mean, Throne.
Give yourself
Just
a
no.
hand.
Just now.
Are you
Just now.
coming with us, or do you want some privacy?
If that's his attempts at flirting, I don't want to be anywhere around this dude any more than I have to be. Flirting like that is just ugh. Ugh. New Destia. Very pretty. I love the look of a lot of the style that this game has, and the towns especially, just beautiful.
We made it.
Ah, how I missed these filthy little streets. I would have hated to kick the bucket down there in those sewers.
Yeah, honestly, dying in sewers just sounds miserable.
You mean like poor Donnie?
Poor Donnie.
Who did this to us?
I wish I knew. Let's head home. The job's not finished yet.
Yeah, you probably have to bring the stuff home.
Those two aren't going to be happy about this.
No, not at all.
But we didn't do nothing wrong. I'd rather die than face their punishment.
We don't have a choice. Not with these collars on.
Oh,
So long as those two hold our chains, we have to obey them.
oh, okay.
That's crazy talk. I ain't no dog.
Quiet, Scarachi. There might still be rats around. Let's split up. They're less likely to find us then.
I'll deliver the mark to Father.
All right. Be careful out there.
Okay, so I guess our job now is to deliver the mark to Father.
The Black Snakes. A band of ruffians with connections to the realm's richest circles. They control the town's wealth and power.
Yeah.
I am one of their minions. My job is to steal and clean.
Understandably so. I mean, someone has to do the dark deeds, after all. Why not
What
it
a
be us?
filthy town. Time to go home.
But yeah, no. So far, the story is shaping up pretty well. I'm enjoying the character. She's got a lot more depth than in the first game. A lot of the characters were fairly basic. And in this, she seems to have a tiny more depth. I don't exactly know how much depth yet, of course, because, you know, no way of knowing until you do it long enough. Okay. The game parlor.
A good dagger is not unlike one's own hand.
Oh.
Flexible, deft, and capable of taking a life with a flick of a wrist. Just like you, Throne.
I'm assuming your father.
Thank you, Father.
Of course.
We call this man Father. He's the leader of the Black Snakes. A first-class assassin who oversees all of our jobs. He took me in as a child and taught me everything I know.
Doesn't mean you have to necessarily
The
follow
mark,
his
Father.
words.
What is that
But
staff? I
understandably
hope
so.
it was worth Donnie's life.
It is simply what we were asked for. Our client said this would be our last deal, seeing as word of our plan got out. It would appear there is a traitor among us.
There may very well be.
Perhaps our nest is in need of cleaning if such filth is lurking about.
Oh my.
You
Am I gonna
forced
be the
us
assassin to do so?
better than the others. You are the only one who has inherited my skills. Which is why I have nominated you as my successor. Do not disappoint me.
Oh, I'm the successor to the leader of the Black Snakes. I didn't know that, but that's
Tighter than usual, Father.
You want me to loosen it then? I couldn't if I wanted to. My key alone is not enough. Now speak of it no more. It is a badge of honor, one worthy of a true snake.
Yes, Father.
Very good, child. I hope you are prepared for tonight's gathering. You know what awaits those who disappoint Mother.
I have a inking suspicion that people are going to end up dead. I don't think that this is much of a large suspicion of mine. I just think it's a minor suspicion. It's one of those, it's kind of pretty obvious that people are gonna probably end up dead here, but we'll see. We'll have to see. Okay.
I see my adorable little snakes are all here. Let us begin our delightful gathering.
Oh, so that's Mother?
We call this woman Mother. She values order
Oh,
and discipline
I skipped a
above
line.
all. Those who fail her are mercilessly punished and disposed of. Mother, Father, they are our leaders, the forces that move the Black Snakes.
Understandable. Got a whole family dynamic here,
Throne, my dear.
which is kind of
Would you come here, please?
cult feeling, but
Scarachi tells me that today's failure falls on your shoulders.
oh. He sold us out?
Our future, dear. The Black Snakes have long controlled this town, but Father and I aren't as young as we used to be. The Snakes will need a new leader to guide them. A successor, as it were.
Okay.
Father has high hopes for you, Throne. But in my eyes, you are still lacking.
Hmm.
Now then, time for your punishment. You want Mother's whip, don't you, Throne? Oh, not a peep? A few lashes is enough to bring others to tears. But I suppose you'll need more encouragement. You lost us a wealthy client! You've sullied my good name, you wretched worm!
I
Oh, not even a whimper? Let's see how long you can keep that up! Here! Here! Here!
Mother.
Can't you see I'm busy, Piero?
It wasn't Throne's fault we failed. It was mine. If anyone deserves punishment, it's me.
Oh, Piero. How noble of you to come forward. I'm moved to tears.
Piero's really taking one for the team.
Yes, what a fine reaction. Just what I was hoping for. In honor of your selfless act, I will call an early end to tonight's meeting.
Oh, you can't be serious, Mother.
Things were just getting good.
Silence, you abominable reptiles! Now listen well. I will be leaving our little nest for a spell. Our family is in need of fresh blood. I expect all of you to take good care of our home until I return. Come, Piero. There is a long night ahead of us.
Oh God, I feel bad for Piero. No, poor Piero. You deserve better.
Piero.
These chains can't be severed.
I'm assuming Throne and Piero are good friends, and you know it's fair that he took one for us, but it's tragic nonetheless.
Mother has whipped us since before I can remember. I spent my childhood beaten and bruised. I've long since forgotten what pain feels like. I steal what our clients want and eliminate those who stand in their way. That is how I've always lived.
I don't see how anyone could
It
be.
makes me wonder, is pain the only thing I've forgotten? Dark evenings are followed by hollow mornings. The cycle repeats. Again and again and again.
Dude, this story is great, but I don't see how it could be our fault if there was a trader who sold us out. I just don't get it.
Here, eat this. It's a dried strawberry. I envy you, living without a collar, bound to no one.
You'd rather be a
Free to
stray.
roam wherever you please.
Understandable.
I see you made a new friend.
At least Piero's still alive.
I brought you breakfast. You haven't eaten yet, I assume.
Thank you.
Want one? Least I can do for the best in the nest.
No thanks. I don't smoke.
Maybe you should. People like us need to take joy wherever we can find it.
I want to live a long life.
He's not exactly wrong, but I also understand her point of view.
Then you're in the wrong line of work, Throne. Life here is like a cigarette. Gone in a puff of smoke.
You can say that again.
We do what we can to survive in this dump. living with a collar around our necks from our parents.
Parents.
I want to rise in the ranks and get my hands on some real money.
Honestly,
Buy
I
good
don't
liquor,
blame him.
Good smokes. Fall asleep in a big bed. I want to enjoy my life before I bite the dust.
Sounds nice.
Valiant effort.
What do you want, Throne?
To probably leave this
What
line
do
of biz.
I want?
We have to get going. Time for work.
Okay. Back to the Thieves' Hideout. Not exactly surprising. This is a pretty good story. Compared to the first game, it's got a lot more depth. The game parlor. I like Throny as a character.
Ah, there you are, Throne.
Her wants are kind of noble.
I have a job for you concerning our little traitor.
Oh?
Who is it?
Phone, shut up.
Scarachi.
How can you be sure?
He was seen meeting with Diamante.
Oh.
They planned to destroy me and take the Black Snakes for themselves.
Of course.
What are my orders?
Scarachi is on his way to the Diamante estate as we speak.
Of course. Are we gonna encounter him before then?
Sneak in there. Kill them both.
Oh.
Scarachi too?
I mean, he is a traitor.
Death to traitors. That's the rule.
I'm not exactly surprised by that. I know she doesn't like blood on her hands. Neither would I, but...
However, Diamante is wary after our last break-in. Security will be tighter. There is a way in, but I don't like it.
Oh?
Tell me.
Diamante craves the pleasures of the flesh and often invites women to his estate to sate those desires.
Oh.
You could disguise yourself as a brothel girl to get close to him. You're no stranger to using your feminine wiles, right?
I doubt I could convince anyone in these clothes.
We are thieves. If there is something we want,
We take it.
We take it. Understood, Father.
So I'm
will
gonna
find
go
myself
steal a
a suitable
brothel
outfit to sneak into the
girl's
Diamante
clothes
estate.
and then sneak into his
good
estate.
child.
Okay.
I must leave town to attend business elsewhere. When you have finished your job, come and join me in Winterbloom.
Okay.
Do not disappoint me, Throne.
I can expect that I'm pretty sure this story is gonna definitely
Now
be
to
one
find a
of
disguise.
trying to break free from her shackles. We're gonna finally figure out what we want in life and then pursue that instead of trying to
I must find a
follow
costume worthy of the
follow
role.
the whims of
A
some
brothel girl's clothes would do nicely.
we'll try to not follow the whims of people who, would beat us up. Okay, so now I'm the thief. Pretty obviously I got the steel mechanic. Buckler. Of course, a failed steal attempt will, give me negative rep for the town, reputation. But most of the time, stealing stuff is
disguise
not
is complete.
really a downside. We should
Now,
just
to enter
always
the
try to
estate.
steal stuff. That's just how it goes. I like how it just informed me how to save when I just saved 2 seconds prior. Might as well save again. The tutorial told me to. Okay, now we have to go make our way to the estate. I'm assuming that's through the town. I did also see that there was an option to go down instead. Okay.
I was summoned by Lord Diamante to entertain him this night.
Another brothel girl.
And a pretty one at that.
How about entertaining us instead?
I'm sure you'll find us more satisfying than the Lord himself.
My apologies, but I doubt you boys could afford my talents.
She's got you there.
Get moving.
Either way, that's one big change from the original first game. You actually see the characters dress up in different outfits, because in the first game they always kept the vanilla default outfit.
Much better.
Now in cutscenes they can change their outfits. I know that's not a big deal, but it really sells the immersion of the game, and I really like it. I'm a big fan of that difference, but
I have to find Diamante and Scarachi as soon as possible.
okay. I'm assuming as soon as I get out of this room, yeah, I have to ambush the guards.
Good night.
My night ability is to ambush people, you know, and my day ability is to steal from them. Oh. I just happen to get random attributes at the start of the battle. That's kind of nice. I'm assuming that this is just a factor that happens from time to time now.
What to do?
Is that I'll just end up with a free bus at the beginning of every battle, because it's just one of me and random encounters kind of suck.
Afraid of the dark. Too easy.
I guess I won't know if he's weak to dark, but I'm pretty sure he is. You know, I only have 3 accessible options. I don't think I have the ability to level up my subclass yet. Yeah, no. I don't have enough job points. That's something we'll get later. You know, this is like a standard, it's Square Enix. This is like a standard Square Enix JRPG where it's job based and you get job points which allow you to level up your jobs. Okay.
My turn.
This one I'm pretty sure is just weak to dark, but it could be weak to swords. It's a light elemental or something like that.
My turn.
I guess it doesn't tell me. Yeah, it's a light sentinel. That's what it is.
Playtime is over.
And goodbye.
Afraid of the dark.
And if it's a light, it's typically weak to dark, you know, standard
I take
elemental affairs. I really like her design. It's a lot cooler than the thief's design in the first game, but he was also kind of a fun character. There seem to be guards already knocked out. His throat was slit with the blade. He got stabbed in the heart while on the job. Okay, I got a long sword. I should probably equip that. As you'll come to realize, you know, optimizing your equipment on certain characters is just a very smart idea in this game.
Time to clean up the filth.
I wouldn't say that equipment's everything. Jobs are definitely a large part of this. You know, the whole point of it being Octopath is there's 8 paths. Okay, this is getting a bit scary. Probably focus down the dog and then heal after the battle. Or break him and heal then. Yeah, I should definitely heal this turn, because otherwise, if he wakes up, he's gonna kill me.
I'll take this.
I'm pretty sure grapes are 500 and SP is 50 for the first level. You know, there are multiple levels. Like in most JRPGs, most potions have different levels.
What
so
to do?
this is about the same. So he is weak to swords. I'm pretty sure all the guards are weak to swords, knives, and, you know, magic. I could have probably saved on healing because of the level, but I had no way of knowing that I was going to level up. I didn't pay attention. Okay, so time for boss fight. This is just a shop. This typically is where you buy all your basic equipment. I should have equipped that, but yes. Buckler for armor. Yeah. Okay. I should equip the knife. And then we have the first boss fight. Oh, there is a save. I was like, there's no save? They typically place a save before a boss fight, just in case, but... Okay. He seemed to be dead. Oh, so they're both dead ahead of time. Oh. Hero.
Hero.
I accidentally had it on speed up.
Oh, this? You were taking too long, so I decided to clean up for you.
Did Father ask you to do this too?
Not quite. You see, there was never a traitor to begin with.
Oh.
What?
He told you that Scarachi was the traitor, didn't he?
Yeah.
He said to come to the Diamante estate and kill them both, right?
Is he gonna drop some bombshell on us?
Father told me that you were the traitor. And he told Scarachi that I was the traitor.
Oh.
But why?
Because that's the kind of parents they are. They planned this whole thing. We're supposed to kill each other off until only the best of us survives.
Mm-hmm. I'm not
That's
surprised by
why
that.
they choose a successor. That job was all part of the plan, too. Donnie was just eliminated from contention earlier in the process.
Oh.
No.
So it was always between the four of us.
The Black Snakes must change. When Mother and Father's power wanes, people will jump at the chance to take them down. That's why they need to find a worthy successor, no matter what it takes.
Yeah, that's typically always the case.
Will be me, head of the Black Snakes. I'll be the one controlling this town from the shadows. And I'll do whatever I must to get there.
Don't do this. I don't want to fight you.
I'm sorry, Throne.
Piero,
Am I gonna have to kill Piero?
has your dagger not tasted enough blood already?
I think I might have to kill Piero. I love the big body characters. There's a lot of effort and art that goes into the characters. Hesitation. A double hit.
My turn.
Okay, so he's weak to
What to
swords.
do?
And probably dark if I had to guess. I don't think I have any other ability, but, you know.
Ready?
Sometimes bosses just have extra weaknesses just in case you have other characters ahead of time. Okay, pretty good damage, pretty good damage.
Ready?
Should probably hit him with dark here.
Afraid of the dark.
Yeah, so he is weak to dark.
Stop this madness, Piro. There's no reason for us to fight.
Oh, but there is, Throne. You are Father's favorite. I cannot be his successor as long as you live. I have to. I must kill you.
Poor Piero.
It's the only way I'll ever be free of this God's forsaken place.
I understand, Piro. But
He
I
honestly
need to
deserves
die.
better. Okay, yeah. Now we unlock the unique mechanic for this game. Talents. Or latent powers. Latent powers are based on the character. Each character has a unique latent power. Each latent power is charged by breaking the opponent, right? So, upon hitting him with a knife or a sword, in this case hitting him with a sword, every time I hit him or take damage, I gain a latent power. My latent power gives me the ability to act twice in one
I'll
turn.
take this.
That isn't necessarily the strongest of the latent powers, but it's a pretty strong
As
one.
swift as a snake.
Because, for example, I can hit him here.
My turn.
I hit him with the wrong ability again. And then I can hit him twice. He hits me once, and then...
Ready?
Latent powers are mainly gotten from hitting the opponent, of course, and getting hit by the opponent.
You're finished.
So every time you
What
deal
to
or
do?
take damage, like this, and then I can do this. Probably should heal, but I'll survive. I'm pretty sure I'll survive, so
Eat this.
probably should have used my
My turn.
magic. Buffed magic is always
Afraid of the
typically the
dark.
best option. Yeah, because normal magic kind of doesn't do that much damage. Yet it's always better than just hitting them,
This is
right?
far enough, Throne.
Oh,
What to do?
okay. We're gonna probably
take
eat
this.
a massive attack. And there's not much I can do about it. So that's fun. That's
My turn.
yeah, no.
It ends here and now.
Okay, that's his massive attack. I honestly expected it to do a little bit more, but that's me.
Not bad.
It'll probably hit me twice next turn. Or just once.
Not bad.
Could probably break his shield here. Use my latent power.
Watch me.
Hit him with a buffed magic
Afraid of the
attack. And then heal.
dark. Not bad.
Definitely heal
I'll
here.
take this.
Their first fight, I find, in these sorts of games is always the hardest when it's just, you know, when you're doing a party game and you only have one party member. It's pretty hard to win the first fight,
What to do?
even though it's intended to be one.
You're finished. Take this.
This is far enough, Throne.
Ready?
Sorry to break your dreams.
Cleaning time. Afraid of the dark.
Probably should have used my latent there.
Take this.
Oh, he stole all my
What to
MP.
do?
Now I have no more MP. That's fine. I can just heal next turn. Yeah, this turn. Heal here.
I'll take this.
probably use my latent this turn and hit him 4 times, and then use my magic on him. See if that. Oh well, I can't. So just hit him. Okay, that was a pretty easy boss fight. In retrospect, I had to use a lot of healing items, but overall it was not too bad. Not too bad at all. I don't want to have to kill him. But I might have to. I think I'm going to end up letting him live.
You got me good. I should have known. I was no match for the best in the nest. It's up to you now, Throne. You have to be the successor.
But do I actually have to?
It's not what I want. Every time I breathe it in, it feels as though my very lungs are rotting. I feel sick.
What then? What do you want, Throne?
I'm tired, Piro. I just want to be free. To go wherever I want to go.
Free, huh? Sounds nice. But how can you be free with that collar on? Our chains can't be severed. Not ever.
You're wrong. I'll sever them and claim freedom with my own 2 hands.
So I'm going to be fighting for my freedom. I thought so, but you know, you never know.
Can do it.
These sorts of stories, they really can just go anywhere.
Right. Throne.
Oh, is he dead?
Piro.
Did we accidentally kill him? We could have let him live. That feels bad. Very rough ending to his story, but I suppose that's the case with these sorts of things.
For the first time in my life, I know what I want.
You want freedom.
I want to be free. But first, I need to rid myself of this collar. And to do that, I need 2 keys.
A key from father and mother?
Mother holds one of them. But she left in search of new members. I must find her if I want that key. Father holds the other. He has gone to Winterbloom and wishes me to be at his side during his next job. Finding him will be easy. Killing him will be much harder. But I must eliminate them both if I'm to get those keys. Now, where to first? For the first time, I cannot wait to see Mother and Father.
I love her story. Throne's story is gotta be pretty good, you know? Like, I don't know how the other stories are yet, but I like it, you know? It's got a nice taste. It may not necessarily be as much of a very fun story or a very lighthearted story, but it is sure very strong, you know? Ow. Okay, Al. Ah, yes, you're the Kit of this game, aren't you? The one that's always there at the start of the game, who informs me of how side questing works. I lost my bag to some thieves. Well, you know, you're talking to a thief themselves. I'm sure I could steal it back if I really wanted to. It probably wouldn't be too hard either.
Ready? Cleaning time.
For the first story I chose, I think her story is pretty fun. I am gonna want a support character on my team, meaning I'm gonna probably want the cleric next, right? Probably unlock the cleric next, and then probably call it a stream after then. Oh, Iron Barb. Oh yeah, my SP, my job points I now unlocked. Cool. Shackle Foe. Prevents that, reduces physical damage, reduces physical defense, ups my speed. A sword attack or an HP steal attack. Probably HP stealing is probably the better of the abilities to have unlocked at first because, you know, I'm kind of limited for how much HP I have. And so exchanging SP for HP early on is, you know, pretty handy.
My turn.
Because I can do this.
You're too kind. Who's next?
And fully heal. That was
All tidied
really
up.
effective. I didn't know it's a double hit attack. Is that the same as it was in the first game? I can't remember. I don't remember too much about the first game because it's been so long since the last time I played it. West, Flockbank. I probably want to go west, but I want to do the... Oh, well, I have to wait till night for the thief.
Let's play.
Also more enemies during the night, so that's fun.
What to do? Watch me.
Okay, so this is the main use of her latent power is
Time.
being able to break both enemies in one turn. Or hitting one enemy really hard in one turn. Which is, you know, a pretty good use of a latent power. I like a lot of the other latent powers a tiny bit more than Thrones, but I'm sure Thrones is insanely good for late game, right? Like it's probably one of the strongest abilities late game. Okay, so they're not weak to dark. Are they weak to... They're not weak to swords either. Okay, so just knives. Gonna continue lowering both of my stats, I see. This should kill? It didn't. I should have used my latent. I had no idea that it wouldn't kill. Most of this game is probably going to be me fighting random encounters.
What?
Because, you know, that's just how these sorts of JRPGs go. This bird's pretty resilient, surprisingly.
I take what I want.
Okay, so level 7. I am going to want to get a tiny bit stronger before doing the first... like side quest I wanted to say, but like character. I'm confused at where the thief would be.
Come and get me.
I'm just gonna progress onward. Maybe the thief's just onward. Can I run from this? I really don't want to fight you. I guess not. Fight it is. At least they give us the option to speed up right away. It's always a very nice ability. Also, weaknesses, whenever you pop, whenever you use an ability that an enemy, whenever an enemy is broken, it always counts as the higher damage. So it's always counted as a weakness.
So it goes.
Even if they aren't necessarily weak to it, it's always double damage when they're broken, which is really handy. You want to optimize how much damage you can do when an enemy is broken compared to when they're not, you know. Focusing down the shields are probably your best bet.
Let's play. What to do?
I didn't see the thief anywhere. Maybe the thief was a different direction. I wouldn't have any way of knowing.
Ready?
I'm gonna hit you probably with life thief to get myself a heal.
My turn. Cleaning time.
And then you're dead. Okay. Pretty easy.
All tidied
This game
up.
has been pretty fun. I'm a big fan of the first game, so I'm not surprised I'm having a great time with this one, but... Okay. Just taking a bit to drink. Dang, this area has... If you see on the map, the mini-map down in the bottom right, it has 6 exit points. That's a lot of exit points. Oh, she's not here during the
Time to
night.
clean up the filth. Ready?
I can't wait to have the Scholar's ability.
What to do?
It was the Scholar's ability originally in the first game. The ability to reduce how many random encounters you have. Because I'm not a big fan of just constantly running into random encounters. Comparatively to other people, you know.
My turn.
Who obviously are a huge fan of it.
Cleaning.
Could steal from you, but I don't see the point. I don't really know what
So it
stealing
goes.
does. I'll be honest. Oh, HP Thief goes off of the amount of HP they have. I don't know how I didn't figure that out ahead of time, but... You know, it is what it is. There's a lot of side quests in this, and I'll try my best to do most of them in time, but
Let's play.
this game's long enough already. I'm gonna mainly try to focus on getting as much questing I can, like main quests I can get done in one
What?
sitting for most of the beginner streams.
Cleaning
But
time.
okay, break you as well. Oh, I got
dare you.
poison. Poison in this, if I remember, isn't too bad. Okay, you're dead. I'm gonna use HP Thief on you.
My turn.
And then HP Thief again.
I
HP
take
Thief
what
isn't
I
nearly
want.
as good as I want it to be. It doesn't really substitute for like a good healing ability. I think those are always going to be a tiny bit better. Okay, onward we go. Okay, got it. Once again, I'm really big on collecting every chest in the game. I have an addiction. I have a problem. I know.
Filth. Cleaning time.
Okay, also, fun tip. Most enemies are weak to one of the abilities that your, traveler starts out with. This to make it fair. Unlike this enemy, who chooses to be not weak to anything but dark.
Open book.
I wouldn't consider that to be very fair,
The
but
dark seed, that's your weakness.
I'm gonna hit them with the maximum life thief. pet does not heal nearly as much as I want it to. Is it because it kills? Is that why? I wonder why. Probably because it kills. Okay. So it should be to the left is the first town that I want to go to. Because I want to go to Crestlands of the Fire Church to try to get the ability to, Oh, I unlocked my first support skill. My first support skill is indecent attack, or indecent. Incidental attack. Incidental attack. I'm losing it. I can't read words. Oh my goodness. The equipped character has a 50% chance to attack when not using a damaging skill. Okay, so every time I use like a healing ability on them, they have an ability to attack the enemy accidentally, which is pretty handy. That's one of the more useful skills for like healers. That way your healers are always doing damage. For armor, I already have for armor equipped. Do not have to equip it again. Okay. We're in the Flame Crestland, or the Crestland Flame Church. Okay.
Show yourself, cleric. We want to render our judgment in person. We understand you've been spreading some fantasy about a sacred flame, and we won't stand for it. We are the truth.
Well, this is quite the scene. I've already driven them off once, but I see they haven't learned their lesson.
Not at all.
Lesson they won't learn if I leave them be. Would you mind assisting me? I promise I mean you no harm.
I would totally be willing to help you out.
That is a great help.
I'm more surprised that you're willing to allow me to help you out as,
So the cleric's not the only sacred flame worshiper, huh? That's just as well. We'll rid this place of as many
Throne would actually be a sacred flame worshiper. I could imagine that. Because of her, you know, wants to be free, she might actually follow the church. Also, I was kind of expecting a heal. You know, maybe that's on me. Maybe that's on me for expecting a heal from the cleric. It's cool. I'll just stab him a bunch. That wasn't too hard, so I'm not complaining anymore. Get destroyed. Also, I got my first nut. So, time to nut all over the character. I mean,
Companion. Yes,
I mean,
very reliable. Introducing myself.
Give them nuts.
I am Temenos. As you can see, I am a cleric. I was just about to set off on a journey. You see, I'm investigating something.
What are you investigating?
In fact, in lieu of thanks, how about I join you on your journey?
I would love you to come with me. Okay, now I can do his tail. So I'm gonna want to do his tail so he's actually leveled, because if you don't know, every time a character gets added to your area, you get a character who's level 1. The hearts of the people the hearts of the people ran over with wickedness. The world seemed eager to greet its end. But an assembly of people came together, or something like that.
Oh, Elfric, the day is wicked.
Oh, is this gonna explain the Flame Church's beginnings?
Rest well, my fellow gods. I shall put an end to Vide's wickedness.
Because I know in the first game they just went, the church exists, right? The church just exists for the sake of existing. But it'd be cool to see how the church actually started. Oh, I get to play as the god? I assume very temporarily.
Vide, do you truly mean to enshroud us in shadow?
Now I am become chaos. Devourer of all life in this world.
No way did they just make, I become death. Destroyer worlds.
All shall be mine.
You have made your choice, Vide. And now my righteous flames shall turn you to ash. Flames, aid me.
Okay, so probably Alfric's Wrath.
You will atone for your sins.
Oh my goodness, look at how much health I have. This is about as much health you have at the end game, so I'm not exactly surprised. I'm assuming if I break them, they just die immediately.
You will atone for your sins.
Also, none of my SP tags. Why do they give me so much SP if none of my abilities consumes SP?
Is this the best? Enough of this. I shall devour you as well.
Flames, aid me. May the sacred flame guide me.
Oh, I probably should have done the blessing ahead of time.
You will atone for your sins.
Oh.
You cannot possibly hope to best me.
Wow. 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 I wasn't expecting that one. That's
See
for sure.
how the light fades from this world.
Okay.
No.
What did you say?
He said no. He said nuh-uh.
The flame has been entrusted to me. From its humble light shall a fire be lit, shining its light upon the darkness. I fight in me yet.
Divine resolution.
My fellow gods, let us illuminate the shadows.
I am eternal. I will engulf this world through the malice of the people.
Burn bright, O sacred flame, from our hearts. From our hearts. What was the next line?
I don't know why I didn't expect that, but I didn't expect that at all. Is this a play? Is that what this all is? Is this some retelling of a play? Yeah, that is.
Burn bright, O sacred flame, from our hearts. From our hearts. What was the next line?
You forgot! It's dried the shadows from our hearts!
Ah, yes. My apologies. You've a fine memory, young man.
Everyone knows how that part goes, Temenos.
He's just very forgetful.
Performance, right?
Can you really blame him?
Now then, with that foible behind me, Elfric's flames consumed the wicked V-Day, and disaster was averted. The 8 gods, their power drained, fell into a long slumber. They then became the sacred flame that keeps the darkness at bay.
So what are the 4 secret?
The
Are they
people
4
continue to
secret
live
gods? The 4 secret classes
and warmth.
in the original game. Do they count
Sacred
as
flame
like
ever shines upon them.
secret gods?
That was pretty good, Temenos. Except for the lines you forgot again.
I mean, kids are always the worst. They're huge hecklers. They'll point out every flaw you make.
When are you going to commit the story to memory, Temenos?
Probably
Get
never.
a hold of yourself, Inquisitor.
I shall, Mint.
Now, here are your candles of the sacred flame. Return to your homes, light them, and open your hearts. Let their warm glow illuminate every corner of your souls.
Thanks, Sister Mint. I like your hair ornament.
It is a pretty nice hair ornament.
Why, thank you. We are all born with shadow inside us. Shadow manifests in our worst instincts: anger, hatred, resentment, and jealousy, to name a few. But the sacred flame drives these shadows away, leading us to the light.
If only it was that simple.
Oh, it's the Pontiff.
Oh, the Pontiff himself?
Ah, Your Holiness. Please forgive the unruly scene.
Nonsense. The children seem to be enjoying themselves.
I pray that is the case.
Might I have a word, Temenos?
Oh?
Pontiff.
What is he gonna have us do? What churchly duties may we attend to? The Flame Church of the Crestlands. Oh, is this about the Inquisitors who have come to sully the Flame Church's name?
Temenos, does the village seem at peace?
Decently.
It does, at a glance. But shadows lurk around every corner.
And that, my son, is why I've a job for you.
Oh?
We've had no major incidents since I appointed you to the Inquisition. However, since arriving here, I've felt forces mobilizing against the Church. Now, I know your position as Inquisitor keeps you plenty busy. But I beg you to aid me, Temenos. I know I can trust you. Just as I trusted Roy.
You shower me with undue praise, Pontiff.
Temenos is pretty good.
two
I'm
kids?
a big fan of Temenos.
Oh yes, Mint. Grave secrets.
I like Throne and Temenos being
Now then,
partners.
I must take my leave.
I can definitely
I've
see how their
waiting
stories
patiently
weave
to see
together very nicely. They make for great companions.
I have much to tell you.
Understood, Your Holiness.
The truth lies in the flame.
Who was that?
I believe that was Lucian, a theologian from the Western Shore. What brings him all the way to meet with the Pontiff, I wonder?
Is there no end to the pile of secrets in this place?
No, man. No. There is no end. Of course not. You want it to be simple? They're not just gonna explain everything in the church.
Meeting with His Holiness. Perhaps a stroll through the town is in order.
Okay, so I get to walk about the town. I'm assuming this is where I'm going to encounter some of the Inquisitors who have a problem with the church.
What's all this commotion?
Listen to me, you fools!
Ah, the
The
insurgents.
church uses the sacred flame to deceive us. But the truth shall be exposed. The purge begins here and now. Open your eyes. The truth lies within all of us.
You are the ones who must open your eyes.
A Sanctum Knight, are you?
Newly anointed, but yes.
I'm assuming
Why do you rage
that's
against the sacred flame?
Rio or
I beg you,
Rui.
look inside yourself and repent.
You didn't say they'd set the knights upon us. Ah!
You coward!
Oh?
I'll start the purge with this cleric. That ought to open your eyes. You'll see that the sacred flame...
Oh, is he holding him hostage?
How dare you!
Oh dear. It seems I've been captured. But while we're here, allow me to ask. You're a heretic, are you not?
What?
Oh, sacred flame, shine your light upon us. Behold, the protection afforded by the sacred flame.
Ah, you saved us, Temenos.
I mean, if clerics could summon light, just beam it into existence, yeah, being a cleric would be pretty cool. I do agree with the sentiment.
Is that the Staff of Judgment? Are you the Inquisitor?
That I am.
My word, it is an honor to meet you. Only the best among us are chosen to assume the honorable role of Inquisitor. I hope to one day join your ranks.
You're an unusual fellow. Do you have a burning desire to recount our history ad nauseum?
Our history?
Indeed. What is your name?
Crick, sir.
Crick!
I've been assigned to escort duty at the cathedral.
Well now, I can certainly vouch for your swordsmanship. It appears the rumors are true. The heretics are mobilizing against the church.
Indeed. The Sacred Guard increases its defenses as we speak.
Unbelievable.
I like Crick.
What are those gods
Pretty
of ours
cool.
thinking?
I hope they don't kill Crick.
Peacetime is
If they
no
kill
time to
Crick,
be lax in your duties.
Did I hear you directing those words at the gods? The very gods you Inquisitors are messengers for.
There is such a thing as trusting too much, Crick. I dare say even our gods would be relieved at hearing such a frivolous comment from me.
I must be dreaming. These cannot be the words of a clergyman.
Doubt is what I do, Crick.
If you'll excuse me, I must go greet the pontiff.
I mean...
Then you had better turn around. The cathedral's not that way.
Please. I've only just been assigned.
Goodness, I must admit I fear for you. Come, my little wayward lamb. I shall guide you to the cathedral.
Wayward lamb?
I mean, I love him. He's a great character. Themius is just...
Right this way.
Themius is a fun character. Cause you can tell he has true faith in the church, but in the good ways. He's not like a blind follower. He genuinely believes in what he preaches. He sows seeds of doubt, but in a good way, you know? In a genuine way. I don't know why I had to grab the chest there from the side, but I felt like being a little bit different.
Oh dear.
Oh, also, I mentioned that the outfits changed for cutscenes, but in this, they've also made it so weapons change. And it's not just for cutscenes, they just permanently change. Like if you change a certain weapon to a different weapon, it will always look different. Except for in cutscenes. I think in cutscenes it stays the same, which honestly is just a huge step up for the immersion in this. Having different weapon choices that look different is great, especially for aesthetics, you know. If you wanted a character to look a specific way, you could use a specific weapon. But the stats are pretty important, so...
You're a stalwart companion. The Sanctum Knights are handpicked from among the church's best. They're even called God's Blade by some, and reportedly capable of felling 1,000 beasts.
You may trust me with your life, Temenos. This God's Blade...
Temenos.
Did my eyes deceive me? During that last fight, I was certain... Yes, I do believe you hid behind me the entire time.
What? Why, that's preposterous. I swear on my reputation as a knight, I shall protect you.
Then my eyes deceived me, and I meant no disrespect. I hereby place my life in your hands, God's Blade.
Very good. You'll not catch me hiding, sir.
I wonder if he'll not be, he'll switch from a summon to actually being in our party. That would be a lovely... Yep. That's a lovely change. He was a summon before, so you had to summon him into battle last time. But they changed it because they pointed out how he's supposed to be defending us. If he's defending us, shouldn't he be actually defending us?
Where was I?
I also love that a lot of the party members systems in this are, for like a lot of the story quests, you actually gain party members for the first story. And the way they work is just a lot better. I'm a huge fan of it. It's a huge improvement from the first game. The first game was definitely a lot more... They had a lot more restrictions of what they could do. And I think a lot of it is an engine upgrade mixed with having more time for development. I hope that this game did well. I have no way of knowing, you know, sell metrics or anything like that, but I hope it did do well. Okay, more SP. That's probably best on you rather than, you know, my thief later. Best to give the heal to them, you know, first.
Oh dear.
More SP for the healers, just always a great idea. You just have sword abilities. Shield, cover, flash. Yep.
To work. Holy light, illuminate the darkness. Oh, goodness. What a tantrum that was.
He sounds like he's always miffed by everything. Just subtly annoyed. It's great. I'm a big fan of characters like this who are just like, not because it's too much work for me, but because I don't enjoy it. The cathedral's entrance. I'm assuming something bad's going down here.
And here we are, my lost lamb.
I beg you, cease calling me a lamb of any sort. My name is Crick, and you would do well to remember it.
My apologies, Crick. As I said, here we are, the Order of the Sacred Flames Cathedral. Are you quite prepared?
I assume we're going in.
This is certainly strange. It's locked. Your Holiness, 'tis I, Temenos. Hello? Are you in there? Would you be so kind as to open the door? I fear I shall catch a sickness.
Did the Pontiff truly invite you here? I must say, I'm beginning to doubt you're the Inquisitor at all.
Learned to doubt at last, have you? And yes, he himself told me to meet him here this evening. Perhaps something's gone wrong.
Perhaps something has gone wrong.
How about it, Crick? Can a god's blade with one mighty swing
cut through the door like a damned criminal? Absolutely not.
Oh dear. But so be it. We'll just have to think of another way to get inside.
Have you hit upon one?
You could obviously smash one of the glass windows.
Temenos, we'll catch our death out here if we don't think of something. Inquisitor Temenos!
Oh, hello there, Crick.
Is everything quite all right? You look dead on your feet.
My apologies. I cannot help but concentrate quite deeply when I ponder a problem. A bad habit, I admit. Thanks to that bad habit, however, I've thought of something.
Oh?
The cathedral underwent significant repairs 2 years ago.
Oh, are we gonna go in through some tunnel passage or something?
Perhaps interrogating them will shed some light on the way forward.
Interrogating? What are you planning to do to them?
Let us be off.
Show them the power of God, nonetheless. So I now have my ability, which is apparently the ability to interrogate people. A useful skill, but I didn't expect it to come from the cleric. I guess that's Temenos, after all.
Time for some questions.
Oh, am I battling you for info? That's great. I love that change. Before, there were only 2 options to do every action. In this game, there's 3. So there's a lot more team-making opportunities. But because of that, there's also a lot more, you know, fun ways to obtain information. Like in this case, I have to beat people up. I have to break their guard to steal their information. Doesn't seem to have any useful info. You aren't someone I'm supposed to interrogate, so I'll save you for later. Oh, shop. Meaning that when we actually get in there, the likelihood of it being some sort of fight is highly likely. I wonder, do I still have the fur armor? Or do I have it equipped? Nope, I do not. Of course not. You are not someone to interrogate. The person is in here.
Time for some
questioning. 3. Okay, you can be broken by a simple staff.
Oh dear.
Okay. Information acquired. And it's also nice that you don't have to fully beat them up. You just have to hit them a couple times and break their guard. And it makes sense narratively that breaking their guard is like getting them to share their details with us. And who would guess, but the last person is the only one with any form of useful info.
I will
get answers.
Very well.
Ah, you're another magic person.
This isn't good. Holy light, illuminate the darkness.
Am I dead? Yes. I should have healed. That's on me.
So it goes.
I can just try again. Normally you would take a reputation hit, but I don't think I can take a reputation hit in this town because it's the story quest.
Very well.
Or maybe I did take a reputation hit. I wouldn't know. I'd have to check via the tavern, which I currently don't have unlocked. Okay, so you do have useful info.
Oh, the small blessings of the sacred flame unto you, Vados. I see. I must say, I did not expect to be heading underground. The path is open, Crick.
The path? Which you forcibly opened, despite being a messenger of the gods.
And the gods did give their messengers flame to light the way forward. I did as the scriptures bade, Crick. I used the flame vested in me to open the way forward.
Forgive us our sins, O gods.
My goodness, those of your ilk must lead an exhausting life.
And how is it that people of your ilk get chosen to serve on the Inquisition?
The Pontiff chooses us. It's quite simple, really.
Not exactly surprising that the Pontiff chooses himself. I think he sees something in Tiamos.
This is an ill omen.
What?
I am overcome with unease. Nevertheless, we press on.
Something's bad going on. Hopefully nothing too horrible. Our luck, the Pontiff might not be in good health when we meet him next. Hopefully that's not the case. Maybe I'm just a little too overeager to be singing the death of a character who is named. A level 5 area. Oh boy. Can a level 3 and a level 4 beat level 5s? Probably, if I had to guess. What did I pick up there? What did I actually pick up? Oh, just an inspiring plum. I mean, That's fair. Okay. More enemies. I'm not a big fan of the enemies on the, Oh, whenever it's night because of my passive ability, the enemies get debuffed. And when it's night, I get buffed. Because of the Thieves ability.
Very well. Be healed.
Oh, it's still a group heal from the first game. I was curious if they brought back the group heal aspect. It seems that they have.
Holy light, illuminate the darkness.
Goodbye. Wonder if they're weak to stabs.
Where was I? There.
Yes. Well, that answers any question of mine.
It's a knight's duty to fight.
And fight you shall. Okay. Perhaps I want to get the chest over there. The water seems to be the intended path. I'm not a big fan of fighting enemies on the water. The water enemies are a tiny bit harder than most of the land enemies. I don't think that's much of a surprise. I think this enemy is only weak to light. And I seem to have guessed accurately.
Holy light, illuminate the darkness.
I wonder what side of the ocean's better for,
Holy light, illuminate the darkness.
I wonder which side of the ocean's better for starting out on, because I know that there's some large benefits from starting out on one side opposed to the other, because each character has different latent abilities, different skills, and they all come together to make a very unique set of teams. You can definitely make a lot of cool team combinations in this game compared to the first ability, or compared to the first game, mainly due to latent powers. The latent powers are just amazing for like team comp building.
Very well.
Having the ability to essentially choose whatever team comp you want is just...
I'll cleave you in. I did it. Are you all right, Timaeus?
Okay. It would be quite funny if Timaeus was actually the bad guy, because the naive knight trusting the bad guy to lead them in. Sadly, we know that Timaeus is the good guy, so. And I guess it's a bit of a plot subversion. Why you? Oh. I lose out on one elemental skill, but I gain like 3 physical damage. I was wondering why it didn't optimize.
To battle.
Very well. Holy light, illuminate the darkness.
Well done.
It's also very easy to trust Timaeus. And I very much do trust Crick to be a Sanctum Knight. Ooh, boss is truly coming up soon. What are you actually selling? Anything of use? Armor? Probably should splurge. I don't know. I'm not gonna buy the fur armor. Not the furry armor. Sorry guys, no, not buying the furry armor. I can unlock skills. A staff ability that allows me to steal SP is great. Revive all allies. I'm gonna take that right away, because reviving allies is expensive normally. It's a bit of work to try to revive people most of the time. Okay. Oh, there's an item in this room. I'm just, you know, casually robbing from the church that I'm a part of, you know. I say robbing. It really isn't robbing. I'm just taking some random stuff in chests, which isn't necessarily the worst thing to do. It's a bit of spring cleaning, you could say. Oh my goodness.
Your Holiness.
Is the Pontiff alive?
Please, no.
That looks like a big scratch.
He's dead.
What in the world? What's happening, Temenos?
Shh.
Oh my goodness.
Is that an arcane beast?
Could it have shattered the window? Surely not.
Stand back, Temenos. I will protect you.
I appreciate your courage, but I need not be sheltered from any and all danger.
Temenos.
Here it comes, Crick.
Oh my goodness.
To battle,
Like,
Crick.
just...
To battle!
Wow. Wow. I wasn't expecting the Pontiff to just be dead instantly, and then we show up and there's just a massive beast sitting here. Like, wow. I'm honestly surprised, but I guess that is the case, so. It is weak to swords, which is very useful, not to stabs. Makes sense.
To work.
Probably to light.
Holy light, illuminate the darkness.
Yes. Okay, gotta be a bit more careful. Probably heal wounds here.
To battle!
One more. One more turn. Here. Can I break it? Yeah.
Holy light, illuminate the darkness.
It's broken, so now.
On my honor as a
Crick.
knight, I'll cleave you in twain.
And you.
Repent. Holy light, illuminate the darkness.
I'll cleave you in twain.
How could I fall?
Damn.
May the sacred
Never
flame
doubted
guide
for a second. Will you cower behind me yet again, dear Crick?
You may as well get behind me if all you have to offer are cruel jokes. In the sacred name of the Thunderblade, I will smite this creature.
Well now, you may prove reliable yet. In which case, I had better do my part. Where was I? Holy light, illuminate the darkness.
This is pretty cool. I mean, overall, this boss fight is pretty good. Oh, I got my latent ability. That's what that encounter was about. Can lower the opponent's shield regardless of their weaknesses.
For your sins.
So if I do this,
Holy light, illuminate the darkness.
To battle!
his latent's kind of bad.
Oh, little lamb.
I think his latent's kind of bad.
Forgive me, Temenos.
To work.
It's not horrible. Don't get me wrong. It's not the worst latent ability, but like I was expecting a tiny bit more than what we got.
Very well.
Just lowering the enemy's weak point by 1.
To battle!
I thought it would like stack. It doesn't stack. It's just it lowers it by 1 no matter what. Which, in some cases, can probably be used to cheese out a boss or two. But I don't think... Compared to other characters' abilities, I just... Oh. Talk about cheese out a boss or two. This is where it's supposed to be used. Okay, so I have to save it till he's actually broken. Or like, until he gets really low, and then he uses his ability, and then... Okay.
To work. Oh dear.
I need more SP, so I probably should just use an Inspiring Grape on you. This isn't gonna go very well.
Where was I? Say your prayers.
Because that's what it's used for, but it only works if the enemy is actually able to be broken in 1 hit. Oh, it's dead. Very anticlimactic way to finish it. I wasn't expecting it to die there, but, you know, pretty good. Overall, the boss fight was okay. Went a bit better than my other boss fight.
Pontiff.
Why did this happen? And how?
Steady yourself, Crick. We must keep our wits about us.
Forgive me.
Enormous claw marks down his back. The beast did this, without a doubt. He's yet warm. We're too late, but not by much.
What a horrific accident.
An accident? You view life through a keyhole, Crick.
How do you mean?
A cathedral window shattered. A massive beast roaming within. The Pontiff slain.
Temenos. Temenos?
The truth lies in the flame. I believe this is roughly how things looked before the Pontiff was slain. First, we must find out how the beast came to be here. It must have left a trace somewhere around here.
Okay, so it's now a murder mystery.
Now, let us be led to the truth.
Okay, random car outside. Anyway, it seems that I'm a bit more of a detective character. Shattered window glass.
Shards of the cathedral window are scattered across the floor. But this window contains powerful wards that keep evil at bay. So how did it get through? This shard has a bit of dirt on it. As though it landed outside the cathedral.
Dude, Timaeus is literally just the detective character for this game, and he's the detective character.
The window could have been broken from within, and the shards retroactively scattered inside. In which case, this was not the beast's doing, but the work of another. Looks like someone burnt incense here. It smells of fool's poppy.
Fool's poppy?
Flower known to attract all manner of beasts, but especially those of the Varg family. In other words, it's no coincidence we found that foul creature here. It must have been lured to the cathedral. I see it now. The broad strokes of the scene have become apparent. Though, one thing still troubles me.
Toppled candlestick.
The 4 toppled candlesticks. These are never seen in the cathedral but for a few important ceremonies. So, why were they out tonight? In fact, the pontiff once told me that the flames of these candles represent the sacred flame itself.
Maybe someone was trying to send a message by specifically damaging all of them?
The gods, eager to seal their evil counterpart away, became as 4 sacred flames and settled into slumber. The truth lies in the flame. It's a recreation of the scripture. This is no mere coincidence. It was premeditated.
So someone murdered the pontiff. I'm not exactly surprised by that, but...
Yes. I do believe I have it figured, Crick.
Ah, Temenos. Welcome back.
The fragments of the window, you see. If you look closely, they've flecks of dirt upon them, which suggest it was broken from within, and the shards were scattered across the floor afterward. Add that to this censer, which contained the lingering scent of an incense known to lure all manner of monsters.
You mean...
Someone shattered the window and attracted the beast, which killed His Holiness.
Then this is no accident, but a murder.
I am all but certain.
Who would do such a thing?
Indeed, that is the question. I believe we have a hint, however. Look. These candlesticks were carelessly toppled. You may suppose they were knocked aside when the pontiff was attacked. But these are only taken out for a handful of important ceremonies.
Someone brought them out
So
and
why were
toppled
they
them
out
over
tonight,
specifically to send a
surrounding the altar,
message?
no less? The gods, eager to seal their evil counterpart away, became as 4 sacred flames and settled into slumber.
That's a book of scripture. But why was it hidden away in the pulpit?
The truth lies in the flame. I believe His Holiness sensed the impending danger and hid it for us to find, hoping that someone would understand the significance of all this. There is something in this bit of scripture, a truth not yet uncovered.
That will be all, Inquisitor Temenos. The Sacred Guard will take over from here.
Why are you here?
We got word of a beast prowling the area. but I see we're too late. And I see the Pontiff's been killed. We will be asking for your statements later.
Understandably
Leave it
so.
once, and take nothing with you.
Let us be off. Crick, I've something to ask of you. I need you to investigate something for me.
Oh? And what might that be?
Oh, Crick is our detective's assistant, I see. Several days later. The Pontiff's funeral.
O gods above, Pontiff Jorg, father to our flock, was as the sacred flame onto us, scattering the shadows cast along our path. And we shall tell his story for generations to come.
Your Holiness.
This cannot be.
The sacred flame itself wavers in sadness this day. We may never fully comprehend what we've lost.
Until it's gone.
Deputy.
I wanted to speak with you since you discovered the scene. Did you take note of anything unusual?
Let me think. No, not a thing.
We both know that's not true, Temenos. Reflect on what the dear Pontiff would think of your lies. We, the Sacred Guard, are an independent investigative body within the Church. One that has long upheld order and peace within the Church's purview. The Pontiff set up the Inquisition so that he could participate in that process. But now he's gone. Perhaps it's time you got to proselytizing.
Have you anything useful to say, or have you simply come to crow at me? Is it not the duty of the Sacred Guard to protect the Church's influential members? Is the onus not, therefore, on you?
Heel, pup. You're still playing the Pontiff's loyal hound, I see.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I still have other matters to look into. To the library with us, Crick.
You sicken me, Temenos.
I assume that she assumes it's us who... She assumes that it's us who killed the Pontiff.
Why did you feel the need to provoke her, Temenos?
I was merely pointing out the facts.
By lying? You said you didn't notice anything at the cathedral.
I'd like to say that was born of simple expedience. They may be your compatriots, Crick, but they are not to be trusted. So, did you do as I asked?
Well, I asked everyone who would have been in the cathedral that night. But not a soul saw anyone suspicious.
He didn't ask for you to look for anyone suspicious. He looked for anyone.
Temenos? That's the book of scripture we found at the cathedral.
Lower your voice, Crick.
This is a library, after all.
This was a parting gift from the Pontiff. We cannot be shouting about it from the rooftops.
Is it of any significance?
It looks like any other book. Oh. There's a note between the pages.
And soon night shall fall.
What does it mean?
I've not a clue. But it's clearly of grave importance.
Maybe he knew of his own death? Oh, are you going to accuse me?
Ah, if it isn't the Sacred Guard, do you still have need of us?
Crick, you've been reassigned.
Understood.
You'll be informed of the location later. Pack your belongings. I've no need of you, Hound.
Well, Crick, I hope you enjoy your new life. Wherever that may be. Sorry to say that it probably won't entail anything to do with me.
Reassigned as quickly as you were recruited. It was a short and beautiful friendship, Crick.
It was hardly budding, Temenos.
I see you won't be taken in.
We weren't in each other's company long. But I believe I see what His Holiness saw in you. Why you were chosen.
I mean, there's a lot. Crick is definitely a fun side character. I enjoyed his company.
I think I shall set off on a journey.
A journey?
Indeed. To find the one who murdered the Pontiff. I have a hunch, you see. And well, doubt is what I do.
Take care of yourself, Temenos. I must take my leave.
First, I must meet with Lucian, the theologian. The one who was with the Pontiff, and thus is now of great interest to me. His Holiness concerned himself with the movements of the heretics while alive. So an interrogation of Lucian may be in order.
Okay. Understandable.
Though I cannot help but wonder. The Pontiff left that note in the scripture. He knew his own death was nigh. And soon night shall fall.
Interesting.
I must divine the truth behind those words.
Temenos. I heard the news that you're leaving the village.
Forgive me for not saying farewell, Mint. This is to be a journey of healing. I must mend my broken heart. Or so I'd like you to believe.
'Tis impossible to know what goes on in that mind of yours. But I know you'll conduct yourself well. I shall miss your orations of the history, Temenos. Farewell.
Farewell, Mint.
I miss Mint. Mint's gonna be a
Please,
sad character.
keep in touch. If you'd like, that is.
we set out on our journey. Sorry if the sound's been changing a bunch. I'm trying to figure out a good sound setting for everything, but I'll be honest, I don't exactly
The sacred
know.
flame shall light our path. Probably.
But yeah, no. And thus we finish off the second section of the story, which was my goal. Okay, next time I'll try to have a bit more of a suitable sound level. Things are a bit finicky for me, and I have to like figure out stuff. It's gonna be a lot of back and forth testing. Either way, I think I'm gonna be calling it for this stream. Yeah, no, a good 2 hours long stream. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me switch over my scenes, and we'll be settling down as I just talk about what I think about the game. I think that it definitely is a really good game. I really like Octopath Traveler 2. I think it has some good potential for being a very cool game with a bunch of potential. But of course, I'm gonna have to play it more and experience more of the story. And I hope you guys enjoy a lot of that. Either way, I think I'll be calling it here. I'll definitely be seeing you guys later. Yeah, no. I hope you guys enjoyed. Anyway, love you guys. I'll be seeing all of you probably in a couple days, if not, sooner. And yeah, goodbye. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Anyway, see ya. Bye.